Hey everybody, I'm John Swantek. Welcome to the latest edition of Match Play on PGA TOUR.com. Two experts from our panel will debate three topics in a match play format. I'll determine the champion. Let's meet this week's contestants. Fred Albers from the PGA Tour Network, covering the action out there for SiriusXM Radio, and PGA TOUR.com editorial consultant and contributor Melanie Hauser. Ladies always have the honor on Match Play, so Melanie gets topic number one in honor of this week's Arnold Palmer Invitational and its host, the King. Melanie, we were thinking, which tour player has the best nickname?
The King is right up there. You really got to say that. But I got to go with Lumpy. I know it's an easy one, but it is so descriptive. And thinking about it, you got Ben Crenshaw, which is a little tongue-in-cheek, when they call him Gentle Ben, because he was anything but gentle at times on the golf course. But that's a little too subtle. You got to go with Lumpy, who is always a mess and really isn't fashion-forward.
Fred, it seems like nicknames like Gentle Ben and the Volcano and Dr. Dirt were from a past generation, right?
Yeah, you look at all the nicknames through golf history. You think of the Golden Bear, and how about Ben Hogan, the Wee Iceman, Bantam Ben, the Hawk. Gene Sarazen was the Squire. Lee Trevino, what a great nickname. The Merry Mex, the Shark, Greg Norman. Current crop, Lefty. Everyone knows who Lefty is. But I'm going to go with one that hardly anyone uses, and it just makes me laugh every time I hear someone spit it out. Heath, Slocum if you got him.
Nicely done. Not as well known as some of the others, including the Big Easy. No one went Big Easy for Ernie Els. But all right, Fred, you snuck that one in. We'll give Fred Albers a one-up advantage with Slocum if you got him. Okay, Fred will lead us off for topic number two this week. Arnold Palmer, the host of this week's event at Bay Hill, has had an immeasurable impact on the game through the years. Fred, has anyone had a greater impact? What do you think?
I'm going to go old school, go all the way back to 1913. Francis Ouimet's victory in the U.S. Open at Brookline, which brought golf to the masses. And it's hard to underestimate how important that victory was to golf in the United States. It ushered in an era of golf development, the golden age of golf architecture. And I like Francis Ouimet in 1913.
Melanie, I had a feeling Fred was going to go old school on us. What do you think? It's hard to argue that anyone's had a greater impact than Arnold Palmer, no?
You look at Arnold, and he has ushered in the TV era, and then you go to Jack, who was the foil there, and then the great player. And then you look at Greg Norman, who was the first, oh my gosh, look how long this guy can hit it. I think it's just been a gradual thing. I think you almost have to go by decade, because each guy like that has brought something new and grown the game a little bit more.
Well, Melanie, I like your point. Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, Greg Norman, that's about 5 decades worth of dominance that's really made it possible for Tiger Woods and today's generation of players to become so popular. So I'm going to give Melanie the edge on topic number two. So we are all square as we head to topic three, and it goes to Melanie as we look again to this week's Arnold Palmer Invitational, and we consider that Sean Foley has 5 students in this week's field, including Justin Rose, who was the 54-hole leader last week at the Transitions Championship. Melanie, you got Tiger Woods, Hunter Mahan, Sean O'Haire, Stephen Ames, Justin Rose. Who do you think has the most realistic chance of contending and winning this week?
It's going to sound strange, but I think it's going to be Tiger. I know that there's a lot of questions about it. Every week we see a little piece here, a little piece there. But he's got such history at Bay Hill. Won there 6 times. I really, really like the fact that if he's swinging well, he's going to walk onto that golf course, have a lot of good memories. The shots are going to be memories. And if he can just let go and play and stop worrying about where the heck, his swing is every 5 seconds, let just his natural talent take over, I think he's going to win.
Fred, that 66 for Tiger at Doral 2 weeks ago, was that a sign of things to come? What do you think?
I guess we're going to find out this week whether that was just a blip on the radar screen or a step toward returning to the winner's circle. I'm going to go with a different player, though, Justin Rose. Justin played so good at Transitions. Just didn't happen for him in the final round. But he is such a good player, and I think putting's been the only thing that has held him back. And a lot of putting is mental, and sometimes you just look down and see something that catches your eye, just something a little different, and the putts start going in. Plus, it's a home game for Justin. I like Justin Rose this week.
You just got to hope that he doesn't have the 54-hole lead, Fred.
I'm saying it's a 72-hole lead this week.
That's a good point, Fred. You know what? Justin Rose did slip in the final round of transitions, but he also did in Hartford last year, coughing up the lead, but won his very next start at the AT&T National. I think he's very resilient. I'm with Fred Albers on topic 3. I like Justin Rose this week at Bay Hill. So Fred Albers with a narrow one-up victory over Melanie Hauser in this week's installment of Match Play. Gentlemen and lady, thank you so much. Well played.
Thank you for asking.
Thank you.